Do you want to make $1 million from your photography and create award-winning images with zero effort? Well, tune out of this video if so. But if you want to see what an honest look at landscape photography looks like, even for a professional like myself, then feel free to stay tuned as we go for a walk out in nature, because in this one, I just want to show you generally what really happens as a landscape photographer, whether you're just beginning or you've been doing it for quite some time like myself. We're going to go out and have a quiet conversation in nature and see what speaks to us. What's interesting in Fiordland is the difference in rainfall in some areas and how that really determines what the vegetation looks like. I've been very fortunate to explore areas that are just so green and moss covered, it's really hard to comprehend. And then where we are this afternoon is reminding me more of somewhere like Japan, where we've got these beech trees which have minimal moss on them, interesting bark, and then very fine branches coming out, not huge mossy branches, but just very delicate. I feel like I need to put the thinking cap on, but something has drawn me here to get to this place now, so I've got to figure out what it is. It always starts off with the main subject. What's the photograph about? Is it the stream? Is it the tree itself? Is it a particular branch on the tree? I need to take my time now and walk around and see what's really speaking to me. So I've put on the 16 to 35 mil. This is going to allow me to get pretty close to the subject matter, but also zoom in slightly. 35 is beautiful. I'll start off with this. I've brought the whole camera bag anyway. This creek looks really cool. It'd be cool to follow this further sometime. I'm just shooting through this little opening here in the tree. One thing I'm liking is how the river transcends off into the distance. And what I'm seeing is I've got the cascade on the left, and then on the right is our interesting beech tree. The tree itself it's got some character. It's definitely not the most exquisite tree I've photographed, but something about it I like. Some of these twisty branches on there. When I'm photographing a scene like this, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I have no idea if when I get home if this will even get a second look at. I'm not concerned about that at the moment. But I feel like I've captured probably the best I can do here right now. And this is the point where I just carry on. I'm just going to explore the rest of this immediate area. I'm not going on a big walk. I'm going to do something that I generally tell my workshop clients not to do, which is I'm just going to leave the bag there and start walking. The problem with doing that is obviously you end up wanting a different lens or a battery, but it's just the way I work sometimes. I just like to just strip everything back and just be in the moment. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go for a walk, 16 to 35, and see, is there another reason why we're here? I just felt really compelled to, I spotted this section of forest from the road. I've started walking up, found the creek. Just feel like there's something here. Let's go have a look. You guys know me, normally I'll just be wearing waders and zigzag all over the creek. Wasn't really planning on being near water today. Had no plans at all. And now I'm out here in the jeans. I've got the boots on at least, so that's a start. But yeah, just having to be a bit tippy-toe around the creek here and cutting back and forward through the forest. Really nice stream. I think we could explore this a bit further sometime. About 8 o'clock at night at the moment, and I'm just slowly walking further and further into the wilderness. Naturally, I had to keep walking. I'll tell you what, this is getting better and better. A lot more volume on the water, and I'm seeing a lot more greens up there. So it's getting shade from the mountains. We might have found a pretty amazing spot here. We're just not going to have time today to really check it out much further. But woo, this is why you got to let curiosity lead the way in your photography. When you photograph these river and stream environments, so it's about combining greenery with the cascade. No point having cascades and barren rock everywhere. And if you've got some nice greens, you want to get the cascades behind or an interesting part of the river. There's lots of beauty here. From a photographic standpoint, I'm not seeing anything that's elevating itself beyond maybe what I've done 1,000 times in the past, but I'm still enjoying the process. And I think I'm going to go through the forest to head back. We've been at this for about 1 kilometre now. Got to be carried away. I'll go through the forest on the way back just to see if there's any interesting trees or plant life, but we'll just have a look at the river here. This is what I've dedicated most of the photography to, this totara tree. It's just a grand specimen, and it's just in a good environment here where there's lighter greens either side, which makes all these lichens draping off it just stand out immensely. And that's kind of the comp I've been going with right there. Offsetting the branch just off the center, the trunk, sorry, and then these branches counterbalance the frame. Whether or not we keep anything, I'm not sure, but it definitely got my attention and I had some fun trying to work the different angles on this beautiful tree. Really enjoying these textures, the overlap on these wonderful ferns, very gentle light, like a silver light coming in. You could say, I use a polarizer and get rid of that, but that's what adds the depth to these greens, by getting that gentle light. When I'm capturing a scene like this, particularly with ferns, I look for the overlap, and particularly a portion of the frond or the leaf that guides us back into the center of the frame, which I've got on this one here. In the right of center, you can see those blades coming into the frame. I love that green, it's my favorite color. I thought I was gonna just be staying here at this initial spot where we left the bag, and then suddenly we were right up there, I tell you. It all just escalated, but that's the fun part. Just let curiosity lead the way. Well, it's been several weeks since that shoot. I've gone through all the raw files and there's not really anything there I feel like I need to keep. However, I wanted to put this video together anyway, because in this showcases what really happens with landscape photography. You don't always go home with the award-winning image, but if you can enjoy that process nonetheless, then you will get the most fulfillment out of your photography and you'll be able to do it for the rest of your life. Don't just seek the trophies. Enjoy that whole process, the whole journey. And I'm telling you, if you can enjoy doing what I did there and come home empty-handed, then you're going to have a fantastic time as a photographer. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in a new one soon.